Hey, so I want to take a little time out and do a how to be more effective at uh food delivery and rideshare video. And I want to say basically the same tips all apply. It applies to all of them. And what I'm going to tell you is very valuable, and I'm going to do it in hopefully no more than 10 minutes or up to 10 minutes, because I've seen a bunch of videos and they're taking way too long to get to the point. I watched half of a video where it took 40 minutes, damn near, to give you the same information I'm about to give you right now. And meanwhile, while you're at it, please hit the subscribe and like buttons and share. So when it comes to food delivery, it's really not rocket science. Say, for instance, DoorDash. I'm going to use DoorDash, for instance, because Uber Eats and all the other ones, they all do the same thing. Say you start out dashing and you get a hotspot. Say that hotspot is, I don't know, a big area or whatever, a small area. It doesn't even matter. So you dash, of course, hit the button and start working. Get your orders. Well, let's start from the beginning. Go to that area. Park up somewhere, whatever main little area it is. Park up there. If you're unsure, uncertain what to do, like as far as what areas to go to, I recommend if you live near a mall or a strip mall, just park there. I guarantee you're going to get something out of that sitting there. You ain't going to sit there too long. Something's going to happen. You're going to get some money. And then say one of your orders take you far away from that zone or somewhat out of the way, make sure it's worth it. So you don't want to go out of the zone for, say, a $3 order. Me, I wouldn't take anything less than $5. $5 is the absolute minimum. But on, say, the weekend, I'm not taking less than $7 to $8. Because the reason why I say that, the weekend, most people don't want to cook or whatever like that. They want to just, rather have stuff coming to them. So the weekend's a little more lucrative financially, so you can kind of demand more money as well. So I would say $8, $7 be your minimum, and therefore up. Now, if you're really grinding and hustling like that, I would say take all the orders, no matter how big or small. And there are people like that. I'm not like that. I'm not taking a $3 order. The only way they'll get me to take a $3 order is maybe en route to somewhere else where I'm picking up a $8 to $10 order or whatever like that, and they stack it on. Then I'll do it. But I'll never take a $3 order by itself. Unless it's a slow day, like say a weekday, and I know that it's not gonna trend's not gonna go up anytime soon, then maybe you do that. So that's that's my best tips on food delivery. Also, some things may be repetitive from other videos I've seen. You don't want to, don't have a whole bunch of communication with the people you're delivering to. Like, sometimes they like to call you, text you, and all this other stuff. I'm not saying don't respond, but me, if you call me and I'm delivering your food, don't call me. I'm not picking up the phone. We have nothing to talk about. I'll text you if it's really if it's really that bad. Like say it's the order is being delayed, tremendously or something. I'm gonna contact you. There's no need to call me, because I'm not gonna sit there and I'm not the one making your food. I'm just the middleman dropping it off. That's it. So I would say minimize to eliminate any conversation, communication with the customer, and follow their directions. They say hand to them, hand to them. They want you to drop it from the door. They want you to put it on a piece of rope and sling it on top of the roof. Do that. Just do it. But follow the directions they give you. That's the main thing. And minimize communication. Unnecessary communication. What else? Say you're in a restaurant and you're waiting for the food and they're taking a long time. there's little messages on the app where you could click on something and let them know what's going on, saying it's taking a little longer than expected, whatever the case like that. But you don't have to get all in depth with everything. I wouldn't. What else? Okay, that's food. When I say food, basically, that's your DoorDash, your Uber Eats, your Grubhub. What's the other ones? I think that's everything. Yeah, they all work the same. They all literally work the same. They give you the hotspots and all that. Also, something I noticed that I didn't see in any other video. Depending on the part of town you may be in, or whatever the case like that, one app may be more popular than the other. Like where I'm at, all the apps are here, all the services or whatever, but DoorDash seems to be the strongest in my area. Whereas Uber Eats may be the strongest in your area. Find out who's the strongest, and maybe that's the one you want to do the most with. But honestly, it doesn't even matter. I'm signed to all of them. So it's kind of like whatever you feel like doing that day. If you feel like doing Grubhub that day, do Grubhub. But you need to find out which one is the most effective for you financially. So if DoorDash seems to make you the most money, then go with DoorDash. But always keep all of those other options open. Because maybe one day DoorDash isn't hitting like that. You ain't making that much money. So now you can slip over to Grubhub or slip over to Uber Eats. You know. And then now, let me go on to Rideshare. Rideshare is almost the same thing. You got your Uber, you got Lyft. I would say sign up for both of them. And same deal. Look for the hot spots. Go post up. Catch those rides. I don't suggest taking short rides because you got to think about wear here on your vehicle. Got to think about gas, things like that. Because if you're just doing these short distance rides, you want to get return on investment is the biggest thing. So if you're doing, say, mostly airport rides, that may be a bigger return on investment for you. Like, let's say you do one airport ride and that's like $30 or whatever like that, then that's pretty good. Because you figure if you combine Uber and Uber Eats together, let's say you're doing both of them, you'll make back enough money to keep your gas tank full, at least I would hope. But you got to factor that all into expenses as far as what you're profiting. You don't really want to work just to keep putting gas back in the car. So you got to take that into consideration. Always make whatever money you make be returned on investment. You don't want to make it where you're just pretty much working to just recycle. Things like that. I don't like Uber driving because I'm not a big fan of having passengers like that, but I will do it from time to time, you know, if I feel like it. But I'm more so, I like the food delivery better. You don't see me, I don't see you in most cases. And I could just move like a ninja, just drop the food off and I'm gone. By the time you get to the door, I'm probably at the second order. I like it like that. You know, undercover. And I think that's about it. I think I gave you a pretty good amount of tips. What else could I think of really quick? I'm about to close this out right under that 10-minute mark. Always be professional. Especially, say, if you're, I don't know, if you're going in, you got to actually hand something to the customer. Like if you doing that, you know, don't give a bunch of conversation and, I mean, be cordial, be friendly. But don't have a whole, yeah, what are you doing today? Don't get into a whole spiel with that. Hand their stuff, thank you, whatever like that, and that's enough. And leave it at that. You don't need to go too much in depth. Any questions or comments, leave them in the description. I will definitely get back to you at my earliest convenience. And like, comment, share, subscribe. That's it. Thank you.